Today is Tuesday, May 21st. We're looking at a H1.1 Huxley, and we're trying to resolve some calibration issues and other issues as well that go beyond calibration. My first problem is the extruder does not want to feed the ABS plastic. So I'm going to pause this for a minute and try to fix that issue. This is an ongoing issue with the extruder, and that I'm constantly having to refeed the ABS plastic into the extruder manually. So pause this for a minute, and then I'll come back once I've resolved that issue. Okay, I think I've got the extruder pulling the filament in now, and so what I want to do is line everything up and zero it out. So we're going to page down to get this thing down where it needs to be. So for the Z-axis, we're pretty much lined up on the X and Y, so I'm not going to make any changes there. I'm going to come over here and zero everything out. So these are our new home coordinates. And this is a 15 millimeter cube test print. It's a calibration print. And my first attempt comes here with pretty much the defaults that Slic3r uses. I think the only thing I really put in there was the size of the print board. In my case, it's 175 by 175 millimeters. You'll see here that we got on a 15 millimeter test print, we're looking at 18 millimeters. But if you look at it on the inside, where I think it's actually supposed to be measured, I believe what's happening is the extruder is pushing the plastics out. So on the inside here, we're really close to the 15 millimeter mark. Let me move this over a bit. And well, you get the idea. So this was using pretty much the default Slic3r 9.7 configuration, and I'd say if the extruder hadn't gotten in the way, I would have at least been able to print a more or less two-dimensional 15 millimeter by 15 millimeter square, even though we're trying to go for a cube. So the new dimensions I've plugged in were given to me by CNC, and I've already got it uploaded. This is the cube we're printing here with Mach 3, and here's the G code, and we're starting it. I'm going to do the cycle start now, and we're going to see what happens. This is an ongoing issue where the extruder keeps pushing itself down onto the hotbed. The hotbed's already cracked, and the copper wires that keep it hot are pulling out. When it does this over and over and over, you get a massive warping underneath. It's just completely destroyed the underneath of the bed. And so you're going to run into these problems trying to calibrate your printer. And so I'm going to pause this for a minute and let it do its work, and we'll come back in maybe 5 or 6 minutes and see where it's at. Alright, here we are about 2 minutes later. This is all I get is the Z-axis going up and down. It's basically continuing to push on the hotbed. It's not extruding anything. It just goes up and down. It's not actually raising the Z-axis. It's just up, down. That's causing my warps and cracks in the hotbed. And these are the settings in Slic3r 9.9 using the configuration that I got from CNC. So basically I went from using the default settings and getting a square, not a cube, and not even a square, to nothing but destruction of the hotbed and the plate underneath using CNC settings. I think that's pretty much a wrap for this attempt. I'm going to go ahead and stop this because this is doing more destruction than creation at this point.